Hello everyone, today I will show you how to create insane overpower Nagakiba build in early game. This build prioritizes not only high damage output but also survivability by boosting your health and defense, making you harder to kill. Additionally, you can use this build to help you progress through the entire game. You will get weapon plus 9, optimized talisman, and powerful buff that let you crush bosses with ease. This build is perfect for new players or someone who wants a very strong build from the start. This video is divided into 6 different parts, making it easier for you to find what you're looking for. And in every part, I will get you step by step on how to get the item you need to optimize this build. I also provide an active minimap to avoid getting lost, so make sure to watch the entire video to avoid missing any details. So let's get jump to it. Since the Nagakiba scale well with strength and dexterity, a samurai class is a good starting point for this build as it has high status in strength and dexterity. And for the keepsakes, I like to choose golden seed that can be used to grant an additional charge for my flask. There is two ways you can get Nagakiba. First is by completing Yura questline. This involves completing various tasks and reward you with item and ask of word along the way. Alternatively, you can defeat Yura early to obtain his weapon, with the cost of losing the reward. And for this guide, I choose to get the Nagakiba weapon as soon as possible by killing him early on. But don't worry, you can still experience his questline on a new game plus. There are two ways to defeat Yura early on. First is by directly confronting him, which can be challenging especially for a new player or beginners. Alternatively, you can use Poison Mist incantation and let the poison do the work for you. Poison Mist incantation dropped by a turtle scarab in the forested area southeast of the Castle Morny Rampart, Weeping Peninsula. After you obtain the Poison Mist incantation, which require 12 in Fate, the next objective is to grab Fate-Knot Crystal Tears to increase your Fate attribute by plus 10. You can find these Crystal Tears in a bow under the tree north of the Demi-Human Forest Ruin. Now let's go to the market arena. Intentionally kill yourself to trigger Melina dialogue, who will bring you to the roundtable hold.
Forgive to see whether and it seems torrent, whereas I'm there is, but I can take you gathering play. Very well, let my hand.
From here you can visit the Twin Maiden Husk to purchase the Finger Shield, which can allow you to cast the Poison Mist incantation. Back to the Agiel Lake north side of Greece, and go travel to Third Church of Marika to grab the Sacred Tears and Flask of Wondrous Physick. Now you can combine the Fight Knot Crystal Tears to your Flask of Wondrous Physick. This consumable will grant you plus 10 in your Fate attribute for 3 minutes, which can allow you to cast the Poison Mist incantation. And now we are ready to meet Yura. You can find him near Seaside Ruins side of Greece, under the large arch by a campfire. To make the Poison Mist effect work, first you need to make him aggro by shooting him from a distance with your bow. You can use free emote and aim directly to him. After a few shots, his name will turn red, indicating he is hostile toward you. From there, you can rest at the Set of Grace to reset his position. Now you can approach him again by sneaking up from behind.
If you've succumbed to
Once you are close enough, start consume the crystal tears, followed by casting the poison mist incantation. Once he is poisoned, just relax and wait patiently as the effect gradually drains his health.
must not die.
Now you can grab the Nagakiba as the reward.
Till he is eradicated.
For Ash of War, I like to use double slash. This Ash of War dropped by a third of Scarab located in Celia, Town of Sorcery. To get there quickly, you can use the teleportation trap chest in the cellar of the Dragon Burn Ruin to take you directly to the Celia Crystal Tunnel. From here, go southeast to reach the Celia Understair Set of Grace. From here, you can see the Scarab right above the tree branch. You can use your bow. With free aim mode, you can easily hit the Scarab from the ground to get the double slash Ash of War. Next, return to the gate front Set of Grace, grab the Whetstone Knife, and infuse your weapon with double slash Ash of War. To effectively use the Nagakiba, we will need to level up our strength and dexterity, so rune farming is the fastest way to achieve this. Before that, let's grab some Gold-Pickled food that can boost rune acquisition by 30% for 3 minutes. One can be found near the waterfall. From the first step Set of Grace, go south. You can use Spirit Spring Jump to instantly reach the bottom. Another one can be found at the base of the crucifix on a small hill in West Limgrave. Now let's head to the third church of Marika and use the portal located in the bushes at the end of the river to teleport you to the bestial sanctum. From here, head south until you reach the Fort Parrot. Now the rune farming begins. By killing the elder dragon Greyoll using blade weapons such as Uchi Katana, you can quickly deplete his health and earn you significant amount of runes. Once his health is very low, start consuming your crystal tears and cast the potion mist incantation. Once he is poisoned, head back to the site of grace, consume the Gold-Pickled food, wait for the death animation to start, and immediately rest at site of grace. With this method, you can do unlimited run farming to leveling up your character over and over again. After kill him 3 times, I think I have enough Rune to level up my character. The first thing we have to do is to allocate the attribute for Nagakiba requirement, which are 18 in strength and 22 in dexterity. I also invest 12 in arcane because we are going to use the Bloodflame Blade incantation later. And allocate at least 30 in vigor for survivability. I have not increased my fight juice yet because I can still use the fight knock crystal tears. To maximize damage output, we can use buff like Bloodflame Blade and Flame Green Strength incantation. Bloodflame Blade incantation dropped by a Turtle Scarab, roaming in the swarm near Rostrud in Liurnia of the Lakes. With this incantation, you can coat your weapon with Bloodflame, which can inject more blood loss build up and fire damage. You can also buy boiled prawn that can be purchased from Gold-Pickled near boiled prawn side set of Grace. To unlock his shop, first you need to talk to Ria.
Hello. 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 It's rather my mistress. But I was could I ask that thug only if you've... Oh, what a blessing that the thug sleaze. The thug sleaze.
Then meet Gold-Pickled and purchase Ria Necklace. Boiled prawn is a useful body buff as it can increase your physical defense by 15% for 60 seconds.
Alright, things know your bloody eye. Oh. All right then. I could be.
Another one is Flame Grim Strength that can be found on a corpse behind 4 kill. With this incantation, you can boost your physical and fire damage up to 20%, a very powerful body buff for this build to create insane damage output. It should be noted that the Boiled Prawn and Flame Grim Strength categorized as body buff and cannot be stacked together, so they will replace each other. As the Nagakiba scale primary with Strength and Dexterity, for Crystal Tears I like to use Strength-Knot Crystal Tears and Dexterity-Knot Crystal Tears to increase my attribute. Strength-Knot Crystal Tears can be found inside a stone receptacle near the edge of the cliff in Limgrave. This Crystal Tear can increase your Strength attribute by +10. Another one is Dexterity-Knot Crystal Tears that can be found inside a stone receptacle on top of a craggy hill in Liurnia of the Lakes. These Crystal Tears can increase your Dexterity attribute by +10. Well, you can purchase Smithing Stone from the Twin Maiden Husk after obtaining the Smithing Stone Bell Bearing. For early game, collecting Smithing Stone through exploration is still the fastest way to do it. To upgrade your weapon to +3, we need at least 12 Smithing Stone 1. You can get this upgrade material around Limgrave.
do you need? What do you need? All done? Well, you...
To upgrade your weapon to +6, we need at least 12 smithing stone 2. You can get this smithing stone around Liurnia of the Lakes. To upgrade your weapon to +9, we need at least 12 smithing stone 3. You can also get this smithing stone around Liurnia of the Lakes. Once we have all smithing stone we need, it's time to upgrade the weapon to significantly increase its damage output, making it even more effective in combat. To optimize this build, there are some early game talismans that you can use, such as Dragoncrest Shield, Winged Sword Insignia, and Green Turtle Talisman. Dragoncrest Shield Talisman can be found on the lower level cliff behind the Bestial Sanctum Kelith. This talisman can reduce physical damage taken by 10%, useful talisman for your survivability. Winged Sword Insignia dropped by Clanroot Knight boss in Stillwater Cave. This talisman can raise attack power with successive attack, especially when you performing double slash skill. Since double slash skill drains a significant amount of stamina, additionally you can also use green turtle talisman to increase your stamina recovery speed. You can get this talisman in the underground area of Summon Water Village. You need a stone ward key to entering the area. And finally, to make your character even stronger, we can use the power of Great Rune and unlock more Talisman Slot. Godrick Great Rune is a good choice because it can increase all my attribute by +5. To get this Great Rune, you have to defeat Godrick in Stromfell Castle.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must run in thy veins. Tarnished. I shall remember thee, tarnished. Smoldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear. The hand. bathed in rays of gold.
After defeating Godrick, head to the Divine Tower of Limgrave to claim his rune. To activate the Great Rune, first you need to equip it to your rune slot at the Set of Grace and consume a rune arc to get the benefit for this buff. You can get rune arc through exploration or buy it from merchants. Just remember the buff will last until you die. Last but not least, to optimize this build, we can swap the Fight Knot Crystal Tears to Strength Knot Crystal Tears. To unlock another Talisman Slot, we need to defeat one more Remembrance boss, Renala, Queen of the Full Moon in Raya Lucaria Academy.
Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence he hides. There are hooks and light. Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence he hides.
After defeating her, talk to Enya at Roundtable Hall to unlock an additional Talisman Slot. You can put the Green Turtle Talisman in this slot to increase your stamina recovery speed.
Now become.
Now our build is complete. From here you can start defeating all bosses in Limgrave, Liurnia, or even Khalid without breaking a sweat with this overpowered build. To find out the location of each boss in this game, you can download my Elden Ring checklist, link in the description below. Also consider raising your fight level to 15 so you don't rely to your Great Rune to cast the Flame Green Restraint incantation. The way this build works is first you can consume the Crystal Tears, cast Flame Green Restraint, and Bloodflame Blade incantation.